Hey everyone! So this is my first installment of my travel beauty tips series, and in this video I'm going to show you what products you can substitute for other products if you forgot them. So like always, I have everything written over here, so I'm going to be looking back and forth. I did a lot of research on this because I went on vacation, I think it was about a month ago, and I forgot to bring like lipstick or any kind of lip product with me, and I was kind of freaking out a little bit. So I went online and I got a bunch of tips, and I've tried them all, and I have pretty sensitive skin and none of these broke me out or anything. So hopefully these are really helpful for you. So if you're interested, just keep watching. Okay, so the first thing is, if you forgot your liquid foundation, you just put a bit of your powder or like mineral kind of foundation or any like pressed powder, and mix it in with a moisturizer and just apply it all over your face. It only gives you kind of light coverage, but it works really well as a tinted moisturizer, and I've actually been using it a lot in the summer because it gives you just a really great glow, and it's not heavy or kind of cakey. It's just really nice. So that's what you do if you forget your liquid foundation. Next, if you forget your blush, you can use a little pink or red eyeshadow, just kind of, to highlight your cheeks. I do tend to use sometimes some NYX shadows as a highlight, but for a blush, you can use an eyeshadow. Sometimes I find it to be a little too shimmery, but if it's a matte shadow, that'll look great. So if you have a pink or red eyeshadow with you, you can use that, or you can combine, just put a swipe of lipstick on the palm of your hand, like any kind of red color or pink, and just put a little bit of lotion on it and just apply it to your cheeks, and that gives you a really nice glow. It's kind of like a cream blush, and it looks really nice. And since you're kind of mixing and matching, you can kind of get the color that you want, kind of make your own custom blush color. And I actually did that a couple days ago, and I got a lot of compliments on my cheeks and how glowing they looked, and I was like, oh, well, I just made my own blush color, and everyone asked me what it is. I'm like, I don't know, it's not anything. So that worked out really well for me. The next one is if you forget lipstick. This is what I did, and this worked so well. You combine blush, just like put a bunch of blush on the palm of your hand. But first of all, make sure your hands are sanitized before you do this, because you don't want to put any oils or dirt from your hands onto your face. But you just put a little bit of blush on your hand after you sanitize, and just combine it with a bit of chapstick and just swirl it around, or like Vaseline or any lip gloss. I like to use chapstick, and you just kind of combine it and then just put it all over your lips. Or you can just dab blush all over your lips and then just put a gloss over top of it, and that looks really nice. Sometimes they taste kind of funky because it's like a powder, but other than that, it has really good staying power, so I would recommend it. And I did that like all vacation, like the whole week. That's what I did. So and the next one, these next two are like a little funky, but I've tried them and they work pretty well. The first one is, if you forget a moisturizer or a conditioner, use Cool Whip. I know, crazy, right? But Cool Whip has sorbitol, which is it's like a fatty acid that's common in a lot of moisturizers and hair care products, and so it works just like them, and you can just like put it all over your face. I wouldn't recommend leaving it on. I would recommend washing it off after 5 minutes or so. It's not like you put it on and then put your makeup over top, because that's like all sticky and gross. But I'm just using it to moisturize your face. It does work really well, and it did leave my skin feeling really fresh. And then just using it in your hair, I tried that too, and it just works just like conditioner. So yeah, it worked really well for me. And my final tip is, if you don't have any makeup remover with you, you can use Crisco, which is, if you don't know, it's like that fat stuff that you use in like pie crust and stuff. Just kind of slap that on all over your face and then wash it off, and then use your regular cleanser, and it moisturizes and takes off all your makeup. Or baby wipes. And I actually have baby wipes that I use like on a regular basis, and I used Crisco all over my face to take off my makeup. I think it was a couple days ago, and it worked pretty well, and I was surprised because I do have sensitive skin. I wanted to try these all out before kind of recommending them to you, but they worked really well for me. So that's it. That's my first installment of my beauty travel tips, and I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, bye guys.